Welcome to the HFL Friday Night Wrap-Up on the Ice. I'm one of your hosts, Joey Velasquez, and we're going to be looking at two teams tonight with my co-host, Chris.
How's it going, Joey? I'm feeling great out here, ready to watch some hockey, ready to see what's going on. Just one thing I want to say, though, before we get to the puck drop there. The camera is glitched out, so it's not your internet glitching. It is my camera.
All right, we're going to go ahead and drop the puck now. We're getting the two teams here. We got blue and yellow. What do you think of these two teams?
You know, I think these teams are pretty evenly matched, Joey.
Hold that back, we're about to drop the ice.
Little fake out there. And here we go. Looks like Blues won the faceoff. Now, Joey, to answer your question, I thought that these teams were pretty well matched, and as you'll see, it goes back and forth for quite a while before there's actually a score. Blue was a little short this night, and I can tell you from being on the ice, I was exhausted.
You know, I really don't want to talk about the height differences, Chris. I really want to focus on the hockey and not who's taller.
Okay, we won't talk about how tall number 15 is. We won't talk about, and you see a little goof there. I knocked my own guy over. Whoopsie daisy. I need to check my
don't want to do that.
Yeah, it's my team. I shouldn't be checking him. Now, as you see here, this camera is pretty messed up, but Henry makes a nice sliding save there, and then a nice poke on Mitchell Manning.
Mitchell Manning. We got a little sound discrepancy. I think we're back.
A little sound discrepancy.
Someone popped right in.
Oh, I didn't even notice. All right, well, you can see that yellow's in the zone and they clear, and that's going to be an icing. Now we're back to face-off doing that icing. Now, Joey, how familiar are you with the sport of hockey?
I'll tell you, Chris, I've never been golfing.
So, you're not... Oh, that was a shot by me, and it was blocked by Jonathan Tyson, and we're going to get a face-off. So, in that case, do you know what an icing is?
You know, I love them when they have syrup on them, and I'll tell you, I can't believe Mike Tyson's brother is out here on the ice. Now, we know that he's probably a good fighter, but we're going to see how he handles the puck.
Absolutely, hands of stone. Now, an icing is when you throw the puck from one end, and it goes all the way to their end, and crosses the goal line without the players getting there first. So that's a reset, Joey. And in the NHL, there's no line changes, but this isn't the NHL.
I'll tell you what, this camera needs a reset. Look at this.
Yeah, I know. This camera is really bad, and I did my best to fix it, but you know what? It is what it is. And we got a shot on Henry, and he's going to go ahead and block that. I know it's hard to see, but that shot came from Billy Graham, number 12. And we got Bryson coming into the zone. That's Bryson Peterson.
Here on the weekends, he takes his wife to Camelot.
He does, yes, he does. Mini golfing is his passion, his side passion. And that's number 6. Still got the puck there, Bryson Peterson. And he just gets around Billy there. And you got Bob Neath in the middle, number 15, with myself right up there up top in the blue.
All right, so what do we got going on right now? We can see that they're just kind of stalling. This guy looks bored. Oh, the puck comes around.
The puck was behind. Yeah, the puck was behind the net, and the slowest stop you've ever seen right there. Nice kick save with the pad.
And who was that in the pads there on the goalie there, Chris?
That was Jonathan Tyson, Mike Tyson's brother on that end.
Oh, geez, I'll tell you, he needs a kit.
He does need a kit. All right, so we're going back. Bob takes the puck from me there, and you've got John Kush coming up the middle, but Bob's going to clear it out to Josh Daniels, and he's going to push it up the middle.
I love, was it Josh Kush, you said?
John Kush and Josh Daniels.
I love his brother Harry. They're very good. Yeah.
Oh, we've got a special guest here, Aaron Henry. Aaron, you were actually in the net for this game. How did you feel about it?
You know, Chris, I gotta say, it felt the whole time like I was in a PowerPoint presentation. Anytime I tried to move, I was just going frame by frame, and really uncomfortable.
And Bryson Peterson blows a tire there. Now we're back to the glitchy. Yeah, Aaron, you know, we were talking about how everything was really bad frames, and it's just a real bummer because I feel like for the first video here, we're gonna have one side that nobody wants to watch.
It's a shame because it's the best side, Chris.
That's true, at least for the first half. All right, Joey, now we're racing down the other end, and we're not going to get an icing on that call. Bryson's going to get there first. And he is being harassed by number 3, which is Nick Finicchiaro.
The Italian stallion.
Absolutely, that's what they call him out there. And that was Billy Graham with a great defensive play there. Billy? And that was a shot for myself. Yes, I am. This is going to go over the footage. So even though it's hard to see, Billy's got it in the neutral zone. Bob's going to whiff on that, and John Kush is going to get a breakaway here. He's going to take a shot, and it's going to go right flagpole, and that's a score for the blue team.
You want to see, that's what you want. You want to see the guy skating up with the puck, putting it in the net, and you get a point.
Absolutely, and what an effort by John Kush, number 2 on the blue team, scores the first ever goal of the HTFL.
HC, Chris?
HT. Oh, and that somehow that is not a tripping call. Oh wait, maybe it was. No, it was not a tripping call.
That was just a clumsy foul on the ice, Chris.
It was just a clumsy call. The whistle there was offsides, it seems. So here we got a battle for the puck in the neutral zone, and you've got myself on the side over there getting the puck. I'm going to make a move, and then I'm going to try to make a pass here. Let's see what happens. And it's a shot. That was a pass to Bryson Peterson. So we got Bryson pulling the puck. Oh, and it gets knocked away, but it gets tapped over to Norbert Gown. Norbert comes to us from Canada. I can't remember where he said he came from, but somewhere up there in that area.
From Canada? You don't know the area, Chris?
I mean, Canada.
Well, you know, I happen to be Latino, and I know that me and the Canadians have quite a thing in common, eh?
Oh yeah, he's a chiropractor.
All we had when I was a kid was a local man. He'd come around. I'll tell you, Mike, you would be right on that ice, scraping it up, Chris, putting it in the cup for you.
Was that corn? Oh, and I got a rebound there, but I went off the post and then couldn't get it back. Now, I'll tell you right now, Joey, I spent a lot of time against this wall trying to get the puck away from Bob, but he was just harassing me to the point where I actually got dizzy. So we're sending it back up the ice, and this, I believe, is... hold on, let me look at my little cheat sheet.
Aaron, let me ask you a couple of questions, Aaron. When you're in these kind of frames, what is going through your mindset?
Oh, we got a goal by David Bither. Sorry, I don't mean to interrupt, but we have a goal by David Bither, number 17. Back to you, Aaron.
Well, let me tell you, Joey, you know, mostly in my mind it's just a series, pictures moving very slowly. So that being the case, priority list is as follows. It's always going to be position first, reaction second. Yeah. Just when you got a situation like this where you're just kind of going frame by frame here, you really just want to be in the way. And that's what's going to save you.
Well, ain't that the truth? You know, I bet it's really difficult to goalie when you're going frame by frame like that, but I can tell you from experience that it was also very difficult to get a shot off going frame by frame, and skating as well. We got a nice kick save by Tyson there. Oh, I thought that went in, but that actually went off the back of the net. And a nice keep in by number 3, Tyler Higgins.
Tyson's camera up higher?
I shouldn't be. They should both be sitting right over the glass. And a shot from me. Tyson actually is being yelled at by his team to get down because it dropped between his legs. And one poke and that was in. And John Tries to take a rebound shot there, but misses it. And that's going to be an icing. Oh, no. Icing is waved off. One of the Finocchiaros is going to pick up the puck here. That would be Anthony Finocchiaro, and he shoots, and it goes wide. This is Billy Graham behind the net.
Billy Graham. All right, so what's going on here, Chris?
So here we've got a back and forth a little bit. We're kind of in the neutral zone. The puck has just come to me, and then I pass it on to Bryson. Bryson's going to take it over. I'm going to go get open for a shot or a pass, and it bounces off Tyson. I caught it out of the air, and I passed it back to DT Peterson. Oh, and right there. Oh, right off. This is an own goal by Bob Neath. It goes right off of his skate. Oh, man. You hate to see it.
Right off Bob Neath?
Right off of Bob Neath's skate, but the shot was from DT Peterson.
Oh, jeez.
Now, during this part of the game, it seemed like Aaron Henry wasn't getting a lot of action.
And he wasn't in high school either, Chris. But we're not focusing on that right now. Right now we're talking about the game.
Fun fact about Aaron Henry, he currently, as of this date, has the highest save percentage in the league.
He's got to feel really good about that. Let's ask him about it. Aaron, what does it feel like to be the best in the league currently?
Like a fever dream, Billy. I'm not gonna lie. I would have never in a million years predicted that. And I'm not entirely convinced yet it's not a fluke. So, I'm going to train hard, stretch hard, and try to follow up this week's performance with another win.
All right, that answer came a lot longer than I expected. That was little short answers, Aaron. Short answers. Back to the action, Chris.
I appreciate the long answers because it fills up the time here, but what we saw just a second ago was Dave Bryan actually offsides. His team started shouting at him to get back on sides, but I don't think he understood what was going on at that moment. But he came off sides, and we're getting back to regular play here. Josh Daniels screaming into the blue defensive zone, and we got the 1 minute marker here on the first period. Really hard to follow this play with this camera. I will do my best to make sure this does not happen again.
I'll tell you, it looks like everybody's having a good time, and that's the most important thing.
That's true. Everybody says that they had a good time last week, and we're hoping to continue that feel going into this next weekend. Just to let you know, it's blue versus red and green versus yellow.
Let me ask you a question. On the ice versus yellow, what was the hardest thing you had to face with this team? What was the best thing that they were doing that you just found the hardest thing to defend against?
The hardest thing about this team, Joey, is that they have some speed. They have some serious speed on their team, and they're pretty good at recovery. Their defense was pretty good at shutting me in particular down when I would enter the zone. Mostly it was that speed and that ability to pass to each other and grab that pass and continue on. And we got the buzzer for the end of the first period. Blue 2, yellow 1. All right, here's the face-off for the second period. Blue is fighting with each other. And we still got a little bit of a neutral zone battle here. And we're going to enter the blue zone now, or the yellow zone, I'm sorry. But I believe that, let's see, who's number 8 on the yellow team? Anthony Finocchiaro is the one who took that back out. And we got a penalty on the play. That was Lisa Neath has a penalty for hooking, the first ever HTFL penalty. Should definitely be in the Hall of Fame for that. And Aaron with a beautiful stop/kick save there.
I couldn't tell, Chris.
I know.
Looking at flashcards here.
Now, one of the other problems I've commonly had with these cameras is that they tend to get knocked off the glass, and I don't know about it because I'm playing the game. But hopefully that will be fixed because I've asked some 3D printing students to print me a couple of hooks for the glass. So we'll see how that goes. And all the way down Peterson gets the recovery, and we'll see where he goes with it. He opts to skate it all the way in. A nice little deke there, but I believe that was an offsides call. And Josh Daniels screams into the zone with the puck, going around the net, looking for a pass. Got no one to pass to, goes out of the zone with it, goes back out of the zone. Nice kick save there by Aaron, and then you see me crash into my own team once again. I believe that is me against the wall right there, battling Bob Neath for the puck. A little drop pass to Big Brian, but he was not there. Not a lot going on right now, just in the zone.
Look at a bunch of guys scrambling, Chris.
Yeah, it makes, again, the camera just makes it really hard to tell what in the hell is actually going on. But I'll do my best to give you a play-by-play. Nice defense-to-defense pass by Bill Hawley to Tyler Higgins, and then we get into the zone by Bryson. Aaron's going to go ahead and cover that, and we're going to get a whistle.
Look at the badonka-donka number 32, Chris.
Absolutely. Which one's 32?
That's me.
Oh, shoot.
Those aren't pads, Chris. That's straight ass.
He actually had to remove the stitching from the back of his pads for them to fit properly. And we're getting into the other zone here. Mitch is carrying it in, tries to make a pass over, but it bounced off the skate. Enough for Tyler Higgins to get the turnover, and he's going to race in, hopefully, to get a shot off. He passes it over to John Kush, but John Kush misses. Norbert Gal's going to pick up the loose puck here. Oh, I thought he was. Yes, he is. It's very difficult to tell, but he did actually get the puck and take a shot. And the pass goes wild. Bill Hawley's going to make the recovery. Over to Bryson. Peterson, and on to Tyler Higgins, who gets a stick lift by Lisa Neath, trying to get another hooking penalty. I make a pass out here to Bryson Peterson, who then throws it in for a score. Nice top shelf in that corner there. That was a great shot. A nice pass over to Bither. Almost a shot on goal. Some nice D right there. You hear the announcer there giving the play-by-play on who scored the goal with the assist. You know, our announcer does a great job keeping track of all the stats for me. Hampton, fantastic job. Pass over to Dave Bryan. He takes a shot, and it bounces off of Aaron. Pass out to Bryan again from Fowler, and he takes another shot. Almost goes in. I'm just going to talk about myself like it's not me. I'm just going to say my last name.
You're like The Rock, Chris.
Exactly. I got to take it from you.
The Rock can't die.
Pass over to Matt Bither.
Passover is my favorite holiday.
And a failed pass here, going to be picked up by John Kush. It goes off of Bob Neath, but is out of the. It's offside, so everyone's got to go back. Who's this racing in here? This is David Bither with the puck. Takes a shot, blocked. That was a very close. I didn't realize how close that was. Right off his skate there. Pass over from Billy to, I believe that is Mitchell. Backhanded blocked by Bryson Peterson, who throws it up the boards to John Kush, who's going to be, it's a foot race, Joey.
It looks like skate to me, Chris.
That's true. But there are feet in those skates. And he gives it back to Yellow. Again, Canadian sport, everyone's got to be nice. Mitchell shoots it straight in the breadbasket. I swear I did not trip him. Pass over to Bryson Peterson by Fowler. Bryson tries to make a pass, but Mitch gets his skate up there. Mitchell Manning, that's skip there, blocks it, and gets the puck cleared out. You know, whenever he did that, Joey and Aaron, I thought he was actually going to kick the puck in.
Yeah, I heard Mitch is a lot to handle on that. He's a pretty good player.
Mitch is one of the top players in the league, I would have to say.
Yeah, I've heard when the goalie sees him, he starts realizing life's a Mitch, and he just has to let it go.
Well, we have a goalie right here. What do you think? Which shooters so far do you hate facing?
No, it's hard to say, honestly. You're all just faceless blurs to me. I'm looking at one thing out there, and one thing only, and that's the puck. But I will say that Mitch is deadly to a goalie, regardless if he's on your team or not.
And 4. You know, I try not to. Oh, that was a close shot right off the post by John Kush, who honestly played a fantastic game this game.
That was a nice frame-by-frame play there.
I wouldn't have even known it went off the post if it weren't for the ping. Yeah. Yes, you did. So we are halfway through the second period. See, Joey, in our league, rather than the goalies being assigned to a team for the entire season, they are called game-by-game basis, and they stay on one side for 30 minutes and then switch for the remainder 30 minutes. So both teams get 30 minutes with one goalie.
Hey, Chris, just like my parents who adopted me, they didn't want me, and they just kept giving me up.
Something comes off of this. I wasn't sure if that was a piece of your skate there or if that was a piece of the puck that chipped off that right there when you saved it a second ago.
That was a piece of puck, Chris. I pinched it right between that pipe.
Well, it's a hell of a save.
In the industrial biz, we call that a near miss.
Pinch point. I believe this is John Kush coming in. He sends a pass to Fowler. Fowler's going to cut back and send a pass back to John, who's going to get absolutely checked off of his feet from the behind by Bob Neath. Aaron thinks about going out for the puck, but decides against it.
All right, now, when does that become illegal exactly for him to come out of the goal and handle the puck too much?
Now, in our league, there really isn't like a barrier. But in the NHL, the goalies can't go into the trapezoid, which if you're looking at the ice from one of the goalie cameras here, the trapezoid starts where the line cuts across the goal line there and heads back towards the camera. Yeah, and you can't cross center ice. Anywhere else, the goalie is free to play. Bryson Peterson sending a pass with to John Kush. John Kush is entering the zone and getting pinched off by the 2D. Somehow squeezes out of that, but it then gets knocked out of the zone by, I believe that was Billy Graham. Billy Graham coming into the zone here. He's going to leave it for Anthony Finicchiaro, who takes a shot, but it's stopped by the D twice there. Tyler gets his feet in the way. And it's going to be an icing after that.
Oh, a little MJ.
Indeed. The it's DJ Matthew bringing us some music.
That track is so hot, I'm surprised it didn't melt the ice, Chris.
I'm glad it didn't, because that would have been miserable to play in. Pass up to Bryson here. He almost has a breakaway, but, you know, Bob Neath is a pretty good D-man. Oh, pass just gets right through Bill Hawley, and it's going to be up to Anthony Finicchiaro, who sends it
What a stop.
right into Henry's chest there. Great grab. Block shot by Fowler. Goes up and over. And the pass attempt up to Fowler gets blocked off by Mitch Manning. Tyler tries to squeeze it through. Almost gets hooked again by Lisa. And a pass to nobody by Fowler. Was not paying attention. Grabbed by Tyler. Now, Tyler is a defensive player, but some would call him a two-way defensive man because he will skate 200 yards or whatever it is. Feet? 200 feet? I can't remember how long it is. I think it's 200 feet. Anyways, my point is, he'll skate all the way up. Oh, and a nice stop by Mitch. You can see Mitch's face. He did not expect that stop there.
That was a beautiful stop.
How'd you feel making that stop?
A little bewildered. Pardon me. Genuinely.
I'm on acid, Chris.
What is happening here?
And if it wasn't for Mitch yelling, "How did that not go in?" I would have assumed that was it.
So you thought that, wow, this is really weird. Okay, we're done with that. And Aaron, just an absolute brick wall out there, stopping all the best shooters on their team.
Aaron, you actually are out there killing it. I'm a little, have you played on the ice before? Have you played hockey ever?
Just the day before this trip.
Never in high school, nothing?
That was a goal by Bill Hawley, by the way. It was hard to tell.
No street hockey, nothing. Jesus. You're being serious.
That's serious.
That's really good.
Watching hockey at the beginning of last season's playoffs.
Yeah,
I got swept up in it.
this is Henry's only his second game ever as a goalie.
Not looking too bad, Chris.
No, dude, very good, very good.
Had he not hit that post, he would have been right in that net for sure.
Absolutely. It could have been a gold. Could have been goal, I mean. What am I saying? It could have been gold, and it could have been a goal.
Holds for the pass. Is that what that was? I don't even know what he did.
It definitely wasn't a pass. It was Billy Graham taking the pass. Anthony Finicchiaro in the front trying to get that tip. Dave Bryan tipping it out of the zone. Bryson Peterson coming to pick it up. He's going to pass it over to Dave. Dave's going to keep it in despite Mitch's efforts and take a shot, which Tyson's going to block. Now, this is Dave's first game ever. Dave Bryan is number 16, who we saw take a shot earlier. Another great save by Aaron on Mitchell Manning, and that's going to do it for the second period.
That Dave's a hell of a Rocket League player, Chris.
Absolutely. But those skills do not translate to the ice yet. Wouldn't that be something, though, if he could do aerials up on the ice?
Well, when you have a guy like Dave, who's just getting started out, but has like a natural affinity for skating a bit already, like, you can look at a guy his size and know that he's just pure potential. Like, and I guarantee by this time next season, he's going to be a problem.
I really hope so. You know, I would love to see him stick through it. I would love to see him become a player who can play the game and compete and enjoy himself. You know, I'm really glad he's sticking to it. I'm glad he's having a good time so far. And imagine if this was a hitting league. Jeez, that guy is big. Oh, and a tip from Mitchell.
Almost.
A tip from Mitchell. It is a good goal from Tyler Higgins. Goes off of Mitchell's stick into his own goal.
Table goal scored by number 3, Tyler Higgins. Assisted by number 9.
He was not assisted by me. That is a mistake. I wasn't even on the ice.
You know, Chris, sometimes you just got to take them.
Yeah, you know, I corrected the stats later.
Yeah, I can tell they look full, Chris. Got the highest
Look
numbers
nice and
ever
padded.
seen.
You know, actually, surprisingly, nobody on my team has more than 2 points, but it's spread pretty evenly. John Kush, one of the stars of this weekend, has 1 goal, 1 assist for the game. Myself, I have 2 assists for 2 points. Tyler has 2 goals for 2 points. Bryson and DT both have 1 goal, 1 assist for 2 points for the game. 2s all across the board. A nice glove save by Tyson.
Beautiful.
Let me tell you guys something. With a camera like this, I think I said this earlier, counting the stats for the goalies was damn near impossible.
All right, so we got the puck moving down the ice. Oh, nice pass.
Pass from Fowler to Gal. He takes an early shot.
Grab. Oh.
Could have probably skated in a little bit further, but hey, you never know. Sometimes you just got to take those shots.
Yeah, when you want to be the star, you don't have any choice and say, you know what, I can do this, and you fail.
I flip it around. Fowler flips it around Neath right here, and then waits for a pass. It was a bad time for a line change for my own team there, Joey. A little touch away from Mitchell and a pass out. I'm going to take a slap shot. Oh, no, I'm not. I was going to pass it to Norbert. Went a little bit wide. Lisa gets a pass here. Goes up to Higgins, who scoops it away from danger and passes it up to me. I bump it up to, who's that? I believe it is John Kush.
You know, Chris, I got to give your league tons of credit. I'm glad to see mixed sexes playing hockey in a league that's not too violent, and this is just a good thing to see. You know, I like to see that kind of community.
Absolutely, Joey. Our goal here at HTFL is exactly what it sounds like. It's a league to have a happy, good time, create some new friendships. Not hitting. We want everybody to have a good time, win or lose.
Well, what just happened there?
The puck went off of Tyson's stick and over the net. We have a shot on net, but it's stopped by Tyler. No, that's DT Peterson. Pass from me gets intercepted. Josh Daniels, who's going to skate it in, and he's going to take a shot, but it goes off the post, it sounds like. And then almost over to Mitchell Manning. Our defensive man's going to send it out to Bryson Peterson, who is going to skate it up, passes it over to Fowler.
He's open. Look at this. It's a one-on-one.
Fowler has to pass it back to Bryson, but Bryson wasn't there. I thought he was.
Can I ask you a question, Chris? On a move like that, why not just shoot the puck when you got that one-on-one?
Now, here's the honest truth, Joseph. We were up by 4, and I didn't want to take advantage of a bad play.
That's the dumbest shit I ever heard, Chris.
Well, I wanted everyone, like I said, I wanted everyone to have a good time. I didn't want to be a goal hog.
You are.
And the puck gets smacked in there by David Bither for his second goal of the night. David Bither, number 17.
All right, here we go. We're dropping the puck again. Looks like.
There's no nine.
I heard somebody just scream. I can't tell if that was one of your wives.
Not one of my wives. That would be one of the scorekeepers.
But we got people out there also doing a good job then outside of the rink.
Absolutely. What just a fantastic
Let's
crew
give
all
some of them some
around.
credit. Who we got out there?
On the announcing and scoreboard and DJing, we have Matthew Johnson. And as far as the scorekeeping, that was Charlotte Johnson.
But I noticed that the goalie switched every period except for this one. Is that correct?
They only switch 30 minutes.
Ah.
The team switch.
Yeah,
The teams do switch.
I thought you guys were also switching per period. You ever just want to sabotage the team that you don't like?
Nope. Kind of look at it as a me versus the world thing, or even me versus Tyson, if anything.
In order to
When you don't have a team of your own, you kind of gotta choose who you're competing with. And
Well,
I think he's the logical choice in this.
my way of combating the goalies feeling like they have nothing to play for is by keeping stats. So the goalies are really playing against each other to see who can have the best stats by the end of the league, and that's really going to determine who wins what award. And these are not physical awards; these are just going to be like, hey, you got best goalie of the season or whatever.
Let me ask you guys a question about skating and also being on the sides. When you play in this league, when you play with friends, when you know somebody, when you see Chris coming at you, when you're coming at Aaron with that puck, does your heart race a little bit more knowing the person? Do you want to shoot against them? Do you want to do better than them? Do you feel that thrill?
I'll tell you what, Joey, there was nothing I wanted more than to shoot it top shelf on Aaron during this game, but by the time I had my chance, we were already too far up, and I did not want to be a goal hog. But yes, next game I do plan to bury it on Aaron, and I do plan to highlight it here.
Aaron, do you ever feel the need to perform just that little step better when you see something that you know coming at you?
I truly don't know who's shooting. I'm staring at it. I'm looking at the puck. I'm watching the angle of their stick, trying to determine which vulnerability they're going to try to capitalize on.
And we have a goal there by Tyler Higgins. Cuts in and shoots across the glove side.
It's very nice. It looked like did it bounce off the net and make it right on the line, or did it hit the line barely?
No, it went right under my arm.
It went right under the arm and into the back of the net.
Truly not looking at the puck.
You know, there's not a lot of left-handed players out here in our little town, in our hockey group, I should say. But Tyler and I and Norbert are all on the same team, and we're three of the only lefties.
It's interesting.
Most players are right-handed, and there's a goal from Mitchell off of DT Peterson.
Very nice.
Lots of goals in this third period.
Three yellow goals scored by number 14, Crystal Manning, assisted by number 2, Brock Daniel, and number 12, Quentin Grant.
Now, something to know about Mitchell is just because he seems like he doesn't have a shot doesn't mean he's not going to throw a backhand. And that backhand scores more times than you think.
Talking about a reaper on the ice, Chris.
Absolutely. Norbert sends it up to Bryson Peden, it looks like. Bryson's going to set it up to John Kush. John's going to go for a shot, but he's going to get blocked by Bob Neath. Puck's in behind the net a little bit. And Josh Daniels is going to take a shot that is going to get stopped by Tyson. It's sitting in his 5-hole.
That looked like a reach around the backside.
I think he thought it came through, but it never actually slid out. Joey, I don't know if you're aware that 5-hole is the spot between your feet.
Is that what they call it?
Yes. On a goalie. There are originally 5 holes. You've got one for each corner and then the one between your legs, but they actually have more holes than that now. I think below your arms in the spot where Aaron got scored on last. I believe those are the 6 and 7 holes.
The more you know, Chris.
I could be wrong on the 6 and 7 holes, but I know for sure the other holes are correct.
Oh, we're gonna have a shot coming up here. Oh!
Almost. Would have been a good shot, but Billy gets his feet right in the way. But it's Billy Graham, number 12 on yellow. The battle at the line, that was me, that Fowler, number 9 on blue, passed it up to Norbert Gao, number 20 on blue. And Billy Graham's going to take it away. He's going to skate it up the ice a little bit here. Back to the choppy video. And he takes a shot, a very wide angle shot, and scores. That was Billy Graham.
That was an amazing shot. I thought I was seeing an optical illusion, Chris, with all the frames, I'm going to be honest.
Yeah, it's very difficult to tell, but he did shoot it very wide and scored there.
Speaking goal scored by number 12, Billy Graham, unassisted.
All right, before the game's coming pretty close to an end, Chris. How are you feeling at this point of the game?
At this point of the game, I was exhausted because we were short. We only had about 8 skaters, and on top of that, Dave Bryan left because he felt like he was going to be ill, and in fact was ill. So we were down to 7 skaters. Not really a lot to make line changes with there. I was happy that we were in the lead. I was just hoping we could hold on to it for the remainder.
And Aaron, as a goalie, it looks like you never get a break. What's that like?
It's pretty exhausting. I was definitely checking the timer quite a bit during that third period, just to see when the nightmare would end.
Now we got the puck coming around the net here, going up.
Up to Josh Daniels, who accidentally let it go. Bill Hawley fields it up to John Kush, who manages to keep it in twice, 3 times, gets it to Bryson, who's going to make a play. He's going to take a shot. Ooh, just wide. And Josh Daniels is going to pass it back to Bither, who's going to send it up to Daniels. Daniels skating into the zone here. Takes a shot, but it hits the net. Mitchell sends it back out front. Oh, David Bither almost gets it. DT Peterson goes down. Matt Bither goes down. It's a scramble in front of the net. It gets cleared, and Daniels sends it up front, which goes straight to Norbert Gao. Sends it up to Fowler. Passes it over to Peterson.
Back and forth here, the back and forth.
It gets blocked by Billy Graham. Peterson tries to make a move. He sends it down. Fowler's going to pick it up off the wall here. Sends it back to... Let's see, where does it? He sends it back to Hawley, but it was a bad call on my part because David Bither was there to make the play. And it's an offsides on Anthony Finiciaro. I'll be honest, I don't know if it's Finiciaro or Finiciaro. Let's just call him Finney. Anthony and Nick Finney. shooting opportunities here by the yellow team, but Tyson was putting a stop to all of them. 1 minute left in the third. Tyler's going to skate it up and through the defense. He's going to take a shot here and is off the post. Send it to me. Fowler takes a slap shot right into Henry's breadbasket and then stops the rebound from Tyler Higgins. Little Tom Sawyer. Pass up to Peterson, who doesn't get it. Icing is waved off. And he sends it up to one of the Finnies. Nick has the puck. Taken by DT Peterson. Sent back up the ice to John Kush. Taken by Mitchell Manning, who's going to send a pass up. But it's a misread play, and the puck goes wide, and it's an icing. And that will do it for this game. We have a 6 points by blue team, 4 points by yellow. Blue is the winner of this one.
Exciting game. Who was the MVP of this game?
The MVP of this game was named John Kush, and Tyler Higgins are the 2 stars for blue. The 3rd star was actually on yellow team, and that was David Bither with 2 goals.
Love it, Chris. And of course, we have the national shaking of the hands here.
Absolutely. We have to show sportsmanship here.
Afterwards, I heard they get a juice box for this.
And a couple of slices of orange, Joey.
Oh, lovely.
I can't confirm it, but word on the street is we're just calling it bumpies.